come and play Smash Brothers, you got the homies here. And now we're going on.
Speaking of homies, we got two right in front of us.
Two homies. We've got Austin Focus, who plays Luigi, best Luigi in the state. No?
Well, there are only two anymore. Him and Slips.
Yes.
But yes, that's correct. So we have a recent addition to the PR, meeting and previous addition to the PR.
Yes.
Focus was on the PR for the winter season as like number 13 or 14. And actually CAUP took over one of those positions that was near around that area. Currently, like, Focus kind of been in a little bit more of a slump per se, comparative to how he was playing when he did make the PR. Meanwhile, though, Robert here, CAUP, has been actually playing exceptional, having some crazy wins. I actually have his record pulled up. Recently, he's taken game. Well, I am on the wrong one. There we go. Tubes, Chad. He beat Erminger is a person he's supposed to beat, but Tubes and Chad particularly.
Yes.
And like when I say he beat Tubes, he like beat Tubes.
Yeah.
So
I've heard.
He's beginning to like cement himself as like a really, really exceptional player among that list of PR'd people.
Yes. CAUP is definitely someone that made the PR and has only made a stronger case for himself since he's gotten on here.
I think he beat you recently too.
It was at the Athens tournament, yeah.
Yeah, he played really well. And that's saying a lot since Zip here is also like a really, really, really good player.
I was doing well up until basically I stopped playing after SmashCon. After SmashCon was like
no
the last
Johns.
time.
Let's not talk about Johns.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the matchup though. Peach versus Luigi. I've had a lot of conversations with Focus about this matchup actually, and I kind of think it's semi-free for Peach. I think if Peach plays it well, she invalidates a lot of stuff that Luigi does, but Luigi is definitely one of those characters where if you don't respect a lot of the stuff that he has, because he has so much priority, he has so many moves that come out quick that you can't just like challenge straight up. Like, if you're going to try to like forward air camp, a lot of times Luigi's can wave dash forward, full hop forward air, and just like beat you out, right? You know, stuff like that. There's things that Luigi can do that you have to like actually think about to get past, but as long as you stay focused, no pun intended, you're going to win the matchup with Peach. Very, very little that Luigi can do to actually get in on Peach if you're using float cancel fair and turn-ups optimally.
Nice.
And if you understand the threat range of Luigi, if you know what his like maximum wave dash length forward tilt range is, and you can play around that, then you're golden.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to play around that range, it can be a very difficult matchup.
I was about to say, it seems from the way that they're playing, the times that Austin is, no tech there, and
and saved, and maybe the dash attack got it.
He wanted the misfire for sure, but like it seems that the times that Focus is doing really well are the times where he's using his movement to like really mix up CAUP. So like for example, the wave dash into up smash after like his crazy platform movement to like mix CAUP up, and then he just like raw wave dash up smash into you.
Yeah, exactly, and that's like the kind of stuff, you know, Luigi's gonna trip you up a couple of times. It's and that's what I'm talking about when as a Peach player you have to concentrate for the entire match, because you can't ever let up for a second, or else Luigi's gonna come in there and all of his moves are strong. Like you mess up your spacing once, that's a forward air off the stage, and then you're in a bad position there. But this has been a very, very even matchup, actually.
Actually, CAUP has been in the lead for most of it, and Focus is the one bringing it back.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to complete. I like that grab. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, he definitely didn't want dash attack there. I don't think that there's ever a single Luigi that ever wants dash attack in their life.
So, I've never known CAUP to be a person to like really get down on himself for losing a very close game. Or at least not to tilt him so much that he like ends up losing the next game for it.
Yeah.
But like he definitely does want to win the first one, obviously. Mostly for the momentum.
Are we looking at best of 5, by the way? Yeah, best of 5.
This is best of 5. And
Ooh,
oh my goodness,
down air.
Yoshi's is going to actually take the stock. Not Luigi.
Well, yeah, I've heard that. I've seen that story plenty of times.
Because like Peach would have survived any other stage right there.
Yes, I believe so. I mean, it all depends on, you know, stage. I mean, down air is really strong, so I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe If they were in a similar position on an FD, Peach might have still died. Who knows? And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you mess up your concentration once. I mean, Peach after the down air was at like 106. So like down throw down air does like almost like 25-30%, right? So Peach is getting grabbed at 80, and she's at immediate risk of death against Luigi. So it's scary. You can't be messing around against him. Oh, I like that down tilt. Staying a little too aggressive because, I mean, you want to take the damage that you can versus Luigi and no more than that. Like, so often you end up dying or taking a lot of damage because you won a neutral exchange and, okay, great, now I want to press my advantage. Luigi's not a character you can do that against. You're going to get crouch cancel. You're going to get nared out of it.
Yeah.
It's just like you take like your 1 or 2 ultra guaranteed hits and then you go right back to neutral, which is fine because you beat Luigi in neutral. You don't need to get 8 hits in a row, like back to back to back to back. You take what you can get.
So I'm interested that they struck to Yoshi's, and I'm wondering if Austin was the one who struck to it. It probably would be the case.
Yeah, I definitely would not have let that open if I were playing against Focus.
I mean, like, let's look at it. Like, Yoshi's definitely the reason that killed CAUP in the last 90%, 99%.
It's bigger than that. The biggest problem is that you want to be able to put yourself in a position where you're not threatened by wave dash tilt or wave dash up smash, right?
I guess
and there's like nowhere on Yoshi's where you're necessarily safe from that.
Right. Well, I guess
so
for
small.
me, it's like I noticed a lot of Luigi's moves have hardcore knockback. And on a stage as small as Yoshi's, that's the last thing you want to be fighting against.
That's also a big problem. The early kills as a Peach player is it's tough. I mean, it's not trivial, right? That lower percent that you can die at is a big deal in this matchup. He went to Dreamland, and you know I'm always hesitant about Dreamland because I know I have an unpopular opinion about this. I think Dreamland is Peach's worst stage because it's really difficult for Peach to follow up on platforms because she has such horrible vertical acceleration. However, in this particular matchup, I can get behind it because it's not like Luigi has really good aerial mobility to begin with. He's really slow once he gets into the air. And, you know, he wants to stay grounded for the most part anyway. That's where he excels. So he's not going to necessarily use platforms heavily in order to play against Peach. So I can get behind this this counter pick. Missing the punishes, though. Definitely could have just nared out his shield after the triple jab. This is also probably going to go down to like past 6 minutes.
Yeah, I'd foresee that. Sorry, I actually just realized the names were switched incorrectly. Actually, chat realized it for me, so shoutouts to chat.
Shoutouts to chat.
Shoutouts to chat. Non-shoutouts to me.
Is this a case in point for Georgia having too many Mario Brothers here? Is this like, did we go back-to-back DP's Mario and then Luigi right after that? Is that what happened?
Actually, yeah, good point. I never made that connection. See, the problem is that Georgia sees Mario Brothers so much that we just like repress the memory of it.
Yeah, right.
So,
it's like we
like,
didn't even realize. Okay, but let's be honest
You
here.
see a green Mario Brother all the time, though.
It's true.
So like, this is nothing new for you. Wow. Okay, that is not what CAUP wanted, obviously, but definitely not against like Focus right now, who is doing like pretty well.
Yeah, he's kept this relatively even. I mean, he's down like, what, 60%? That's something that you can... Oh, yeah, you see he's already almost back to even right there. Like, if he gets one more grab, he's going to be good. I like that turnip drop. I've been doing that a lot more as well, actually.
But not just the turnip drop. Just like being able to exactly float cancel right where he needed to be, right behind Luigi to get the nair too. Mm-hmm. Like covered all the options.
Exactly, and I mean part of it was the turn up, but he was able to get the float perfectly afterwards as well. It's nice though because it only takes 1 frame to grab it, 1 frame to drop it. So that turn up drop is also really good because it's a lot shorter than throwing it, right? The reverse fair, I like it. And
wow,
that ledge dash brought him all the way into the center of the stage, and that's what I'm talking about. CAUP showing a little bit of inexperience there. Didn't realize that Luigi actually threatened Peach all the way inside there. And if Focus can get this kill, there we go. Dabbed on him.
It's actually interesting that CAUP let him in, because he did ledge dash, but he also rolled into CAUP.
That's true. I think CAUP was so taken aback by how much distance he got that he wasn't like ready to actually react to it.
And actually, that should be of note. That CAUP does not have many Luigis to practice against. I mean, I think I said before. Can you move your chair over there? Yes. Move your chair over there. Sorry.
Yeah, this pathway needs to be open.
Pardon me. Dang. I don't even know what I was talking about.
We were talking about the ledge dash from Luigi. Ledge dash into roll into CAUP not knowing what to do because he has an experience with
That's right.
Luigi.
So CAUP is from an area of Georgia known as Athens. And if you've heard of that, that's probably because the University of Georgia is from that city.
Yeah.
And that city has a very active Smash scene, but like it does not have any Luigis whatsoever. I even said that Georgia has 2 honest Luigis, Slips
And Focus.
And Slips is much. He's trying to climb his way into mid level, right? Focus here, what used to be like kind of PR level. So
Yeah, Focus I think was like like top of the stack as far as non-PR players were. Right. Then he made it into the PR, and he's still like, oh man, he got the air dodge.
so
I don't know what he was thinking there.
unless CAUP has gotten like a severe amount of Luigi practice from somebody else that we have no idea about, like he might not be ready for some of the different things Luigi is capable of.
That's definitely true.
Oh no, this is the second stock he's thrown away.
That's rough. He's killed himself twice now. The first one he air dodged, almost like he was expecting to have to ledge tech, but that's silly because against Luigi, you're always going to get the coin. You should try to keep as far away from your R or L button as possible in those situations. And also notice that, and this is a big thing that happens too, like that people don't prepare themselves for. The Luigi up B, when they get hit by the coin, it's like any other attack. You're going to turn around towards them, right? So a lot of times people get caught facing the opposite direction of what they're expecting because they got hit by that weak coin, and they end up messing up whatever recovery option they're going to do because of it.
Yeah, exactly like what happened. So now on the other side,
wow, no, he's living. He lived from that. He got the down B. That down B is really difficult to mash, by the way. I don't know what it is. It's like 30 mashes in like a second.
That must be like ridiculously annoying. Right now, CAUP, like I see no pleasure in CAUP's face whatsoever. He needs to like not be tilted here at all.
He looks despondent.
Like this is doable, right?
It is, but he doesn't look. CAUP does not look like he's ready to win this match. We'll see, but I mean, he's doing really well right now. Maybe this is the Terminator Red Eye for him. Maybe I'm misunderstanding his expression right now. Maybe that's not him giving up. Maybe that's him wiping all emotion from his body so that he can murder. Oh, wow, he got the up B.
Goodness gracious.
Unfortunately, that up B's way weaker in the air than on the ground.
So I was going to say on the other side, Focus has had plenty of experience against Peaches. You, Baka Formoe, maybe even Dabs Peach.
Yes.
A good while. I mean, like, he's been coming out to tournaments for more than 2 years. I know that for a fact. And I don't know if he ever played Prac. If he's old enough to have ever played Prac.
I know Focus has not been in the scene at most like 5 years, I think. I definitely don't remember him from when I first moved out here to Georgia. Granted, I was pretty inactive from
He ran under the tag Esperanto back then.
Esperanto?
He was Esperanto back then. At least 2015.
Oh yeah.
When did Prac end his career?
They stopped playing like around the time Brawl came out, so that was a long time ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I wait. Dang.
Yeah. Yeah. Columbus Crew. You heard less and less from them after Brawl came out. I mean, you still saw them like on occasion. DP's Mario by far has been the most active out of all of them. The rest of them.
He plays both, or he doesn't play Brawl. He plays Smash 4 too.
Smash 4, yeah.
He's
the other Smash game. That's not 64, which is the best Smash game.
I'm not arguing. So like Focus has plenty of Peach experience, right? Now that being said, it is of note that CAUP is like a different type of Peach, right? He doesn't play like Baka. He does not play like you for sure.
Yeah, it's
like he's
a very technical Peach,
yeah,
but he doesn't use it like I do necessarily to like be really aggressive. He uses it to set up a lot of tricky stuff with turnips. I really like his turnip game. The case in point, he's using it really well for this edge guard. I like that power shield. And did the float back in order to get the optimal nair off the closer side of the stage.
Oh, I just realized he pulled a K-pan. He went back to the same stage.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm interested in why. Do you think there are other stages that would have benefited her more? Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I think
She
she would
was-
have just rolled.
She might have been dead.
Yeah. Peach has like I think something like 40 frames of vulnerability during her up B, in between when she reaches her peak and when she opens up the umbrella for the other hitbox that's going down with her. And I think if Focus would have realized that, he could have used Ledge Invincibility to get past the upward one, and then that was a really nice trade actually, nair for nair. But I think if Focus would have known that the hitbox was going to come out for a while, oh no, he jumped right into it.
That's definitely a more newbie mistake, right? Jumping into the Peach on the platform.
Yeah, the annoying part is that, you know, as a Peach player, you do it, it works
Right.
more often than it should. The real newbie mistake, though, is down smashing on the platform as Peach. Every time I do it and I get punished, I feel like, even when I do it and I hit it, I feel like I'm a bad player for doing it, right? And somehow, even though he took 62% immediately, he was able to get this stock relatively cleanly. He only took like an extra 30% after that. Oh,
that was sick.
That was, I don't think Focus was expecting it. I feel like he should have been ready for any sort of ledge hog, though, honestly.
So I gotta say, if Focus takes this game, and obviously the set, like that's a big win for him recently. Like in recent days, he's been incredibly inconsistent, which is really rather unfortunate. Like he unfortunately wasn't able to make it out of Shine's pools again, because he was able to do that at 2016. He's been losing to specific players he probably shouldn't be. He lost to Zimbabwe today. So like he's definitely poised to take this game here and make a statement.
I mean, he's already done pretty well. He's already at 5th place right now, but certainly getting even higher would be even better, right? Oh, I like that, the grab from ledge. He waited a bit, tried to see if CAUP was going to do anything, saw he's staying and shielding and went for the grab. Misfire. Nope. I guess that worked.
Shield spike. Or shield poke, excuse me.
Yeah, he used a little bit of the momentum by jump canceling the up smash there. Went like a little bit further than what CAUP was expecting. Was able to get that up smash. That was kind of nutty. Doing really well. This last stock here hasn't been hit yet. Got hit by the dash attack.
I was gonna say, do you think other stages are like more optimal for Peach? I understand that he is actually winning here, even though it is the stage he lost on the other game.
For Peach versus Luigi, I definitely, you know, FD is always going to be Peach's best stage, I think. Did they play on FD yet?
No.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be your best bet. Luigi doesn't have, like sometimes you get stuck on platform as Peach, even though Luigi doesn't necessarily use platforms as well as, like, other characters. It's still, like, good for Peach and still better than, like, what options Peach has versus Luigi. So, FD, though, like, really all you have is your wave dash length and then nothing else. And if you can play around that, like, you just have nothing as Luigi. Oh, man, he hasn't been able to hit Peach at all after getting that stock relatively cleanly. We'll see. It can turn around really quickly. Luigi actually has, like, high damage, like 0 to, like, 60 combos on Peach.
He just can't get in. Like,
yep, and this is what I'm talking. Oh,
CAUP
this is
is
the one
zoning.
opening.
CAUP zoning him heavily. Oh, he survives. But yeah, the heavy zoning from CAUP right here. Oh, that's death.
No.
I am wrong. Pardon me.
He keeps on going. Well, that was a good idea because CAUP was really aggressive on that edge guard, but he's been going for these early double jumps, and I feel like that's a big mistake. Luigi definitely wants, like, his double jump is so critical to his recovery because once he uses his double jump, like, he's such a sitting duck. Down B obviously has a lot of, like, wind down afterwards. Side B is obviously, like, the worst recovery move in the game almost, except when it's the best recovery move in the game.
Right. That one out, is it 1 out of 6 times, I believe?
It's 1 out of 8.
1 out of 8. Pardon me.
12.5%.
Not sure what he's asking.
Focus is doing IRL eyes emoji.
Needed a sip.
He
Needed
was doing
some
the side eye
hydration.
there.
That is not how you hydrate. That is actually how you dehydrate. But all right.
My name is CAUP, and I endorse Sprite.
Yeah, Sprite better be paying him for that spot right there. Let me tell you.
And that $1 million smile too, man.
Does CAUP have $1 million smile? Who has $1 million smile in Georgia Melee? Trying to think. Who has the best smile?
Daniel Bailey.
Dan Bailey? Dash Chance Dan?
Dash Dance Dan.
Dash Chance Dan? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think right now. Hold on.
It rarely happens, but yes.
Who hasn't? I'll get back to you. All right, I'm going to take a rain check. We're going to get into Game 5 here.
All right.
Actually, got to be honest. Considering the results of today, I didn't expect to go to Game 5. I love my boy Austin, but, like, the recent results have kind of been looming over his head.
Yeah,
So
he's done really, really well. Not to mention this is an immensely difficult matchup for Luigi as well. So, I mean, props to him doing really well in a bad matchup. And one that CAUP has, you know, done decently well in, too. Like, I haven't seen any glaring errors on it. He's had a little bit of mistakes as far as, like, not respecting the range that Luigi has from, like, ledge dash. But, oh, the taunt. Is this? I'm ready for taunt to get bodied. That was rude. Yeah, get out of here.
The wrong way, though.
Nope, that
doesn't
was,
matter.
that's it. That's going in.
No, he's pleading his case.
GR smash, taunt to get bodied.
He's taunt to get bodied to plead your case with your opponent.
It's like, no, I wasn't being bad-mannered. I was cleaning my controller. I didn't want to air dodge off.
For those who don't know, CAUP is actually recently out of high school, just became a freshman in college. So I don't think he wants to get bodied by, I don't know how old Focus is, but he's old.
Older.
He's older. He's me old, I believe. I'm 26. He might be like 22, actually.
And this at first seemed like, you know, CAUP was like in charge of this match, and then that
Mr.
taunt to
Saturn.
get bodied. Why did he shield? Why?
So something you need to know, Ziff. So personally, Ziff here, for everybody that doesn't know, there's a player in Georgia named Baka from OA who has about the most insane luck we've ever seen. Like, multiple Grimace.
I just want to talk about
Stitch
he made it
Face.
back by bouncing the turnip off of his up B and then being able to DI back on. That was sick. Anyway, continue.
Oh, I was just saying, like, Baka will pull multiple Stitch Faces and bomb ups, like, in the same set, right? If not the same game.
Yeah.
Well, last NaCl, CAUP was gifted with that RNG. Baka raised his hands like a Spirit Bomb, like giving his energy.
Yeah.
And he gave it to CAUP. CAUP pulled, like, I think a Beam Sword, Bomb Up, all in the same match.
I'm mad.
Unfortunately, he was going against Ostentatious, who is amazing with items, apparently. And every time he pulled an item, he just kind of got bodied for it. To the point where he just started throwing the items away. He's like, this investment is going to have diminishing returns.
Certain items I will 100% throw away. Like bombs, if they're at 0%, I'll never use a bomb.
At 0%?
Yeah.
Well, CAUP has an interesting strategy. Like, he actually pulled a bomb that day, let it walk right into another player. It was actually amazing. It was on stream, too.
Sick.
I don't remember which match, which is very
That's dangerous,
unfortunate.
too. It's tough to drop the bomb without letting it go off. You have to have pretty good spacing for it.
CAUP's interesting. He's like,
oh, the misfire!
CAUP is like a connoisseur of interesting tidbits about Melee. He actually asked if he could use version 1 for a specific glitch.
Oh, yeah?
In tournament. He asked for that, yeah.
Which glitch?
Of course, you might have to ask him after the set's over. But he definitely wanted to use
stuff like,
glitch.
you know how you can shoot yourself up with Link Boomerang if you're grappled on?
Yeah,
that only works in 1.0.
Yeah, well, like, CAUP was, like, really ready to practice that glitch because he wanted to be, like, super good at it. So, like, things like dropping the bomb onto a platform, yeah, while risky, like, clearly CAUP has practiced that sort of interesting
Yeah.
thing. But speaking of, CAUP is looking ready to take this match.
Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Like, it's like, yeah, that's fun. Like, you could do a pump fake with Peach.
I think it was GA West. I think he walked it into GA West.
Oh, wow. Got the up smash. And we're down to last stock, game 5.
How doable is this for Luigi?
Very. If, I mean, he's already, like, 2 hits, 33%. If he gets another grab, it's basically even. Oof.
The thing is, I'm worried is, like, I mean, for Focus's sake, is if CAUP starts doing that sick wall out he was doing on Battlefield, like, this could just be curtains.
Yeah, and also Austin is not getting any punishes from these down smashes. It's tough, but if you want to play against Peach, you definitely have to be able to punish. Yeah, that's it. Oh, man, really close. He still taunted and got bodied, though.